Hey there, Caroline from Interlife Fitness here with your flexibility workout for this week. This week we're going to focus on your hips. Now, during lockdown and isolation due to COVID, a lot of us are a lot less active than we have been in the past, and we're sitting a lot more either at our desk doing work or on the couch watching TV. And what happens when we're sitting a lot is we find that our hips get quite tight because our legs are in this position a lot and our little hip flexors here get shortened and tighten up. And that can cause a lot of issues further down in your legs, particularly around your knees and your ankles. So we're going to focus on your hips today and do a couple of stretches to work on making sure that they stay nice and flexible. So the first one we're going to do is just in a kneeling position. We're going to come up into a lunge position. So both of our legs are at right angles. And from here, we're just going to lean forward. So we're getting that stretch through the back leg and just holding it there and leaning into it and getting that nice stretch through the front. Now for all of these stretches, obviously hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Don't bounce them, just hold it there. Nice stretch through there. Keep your chest upright on this one and get that stretch through the front of your hips. So the next one we're going to do is adding our arms to that one. So same thing, go back to your first leg, make sure your legs are at right angles, lean into it, put your arms above your head and actually lean back slightly so that you're actually getting more of a stretch through the front of your hips. So again, hold that for about 15 to 20 seconds and then swap legs and do the same on the other side. Make sure your legs are still shoulder width apart when you do this one so that you don't fall over. Just leaning back as far as you can, getting that nice stretch through the front of the hip. Fantastic. All right, next one we're going to do, we know it as a glute stretch, but we're actually going to do it as a hip stretch as well. It does both. So we're going to put our ankle on our knee, we're going to lean forward into it. We're also going to push that knee down, okay? Now you'll actually probably find this one easy to do laying on your back. Bring that leg up towards you, but then push that knee out, okay? So we're holding one leg up, pushing the other knee out, and again, it's stretching through the hip joint and loosening it up. So again, hold it for about 15 seconds, swap legs, go on the other side, same thing, bring this leg up, and then push your knee out with your other hand. And again, just hold it. Don't worry about bouncing the stretches, just hold it. You will feel this in your glutes. Your glutes are obviously connected to your hips, but we're also going to loosen up through that front part of your hips as well. All right, next one we're going to do is tucking one leg underneath and across the front. So putting your leg diagonally across, and then your other leg comes back, and we're just going to hold that position, okay? So again, try and keep that back leg as straight as you can. You're going to again feel this one in your glutes, but it's also working through that whole hip joint. The other thing you can do is come down and lay on the ground as well. So you'll find a lot of hip mobility work also is connected to your glutes. As I said, your glutes are connected. They're a muscle which is connected into your pelvis, which is part of your hips, okay? So same thing on the other side, just coming down as far as you can. If you can get your chest to the floor, fantastic. If not, just hold this position and get that stretch through the whole hip part of your body. All right, the next one we're going to do is a glute raise. But what we're going to do is make sure we spread the knees on this one. So you're going to come up, hold it, just pull the knees out slightly. You're going to feel a little bit more resistance through the hips, and then drop it, okay? And we'll come up and do that one again. Up, pull the knees out, hold it there with the knees out, and then back in and drop again. And we'll do 5 of these. So up, pull the knees out, hold it there. You're going to feel it through your glutes, but also through your hips in the front, and then back down. 2 more. Remember to apply that pressure, pushing those knees out. And then the last one, so up. Keep your core nice and engaged as well. Push those knees out and down to the floor. and then back. Awesome. All right, the last one we're going to do is just sitting, and from here, keeping your heels on the ground, we're just going to rock our knees over from side to side. All right, so keeping your heels on the ground, and our body stays upright, but we're just rotating those knees around, and it's getting the twist through those hips as well and loosening them up. So again, do about 5 to 10 on each side on that one. Just nice and gentle, never ever force any of these stretches. If you can't go all the way to the floor, then don't. Just go as far as you can. And then as you start to become more flexible and loose, then you'll be able to go a little bit further down. And that's it. Fantastic. So there's about 5 or 6 exercises there to loosen up your hips. Make sure you do them every day, particularly if you are sitting a lot. Even if we are back in the office and you are sitting a lot, make sure that at the end of the day when you come home that you do those flexibility stretches just to loosen everything up a little bit so that you don't start to seize up and then cause issues with injuries further down the track as you start to increase your exercise again as well. All right, take care and we'll see you again soon. Bye.